Good morning. We are at school now. Today we have orientation program. आज चाहिँ हाम्रो ओरिएन्टेसन प्रोग्राम छ। हामी चाहिँ यहाँनिर स्कुलको बाहिर उभिरहेको छौँ ओरिएन्टेसन प्रोग्रामको लागि है। सबै प्यारेन्ट्सहरू आइरहेको छ। स्कुलको बाहिरको भ्यू अहिले। We parents are waiting outside. Today we have pre-primary sections orientation program at the school. Supransh हेर कहाँ आको तिमी कहाँ आको आज चाहिँ स्कुलमा नानीको ओरिएन्टेसन प्रोग्राम हुँदैछ हो र आज स्कुलमा के चाहिँ गराउने रहेछ र के सोध्छ हामीलाई के भन्ने रहेछ हो त्योहरू तपाईलाई म देखाउने छु I will show you what will be the meeting at the school today. Let's see. Let's go. सबैजना एक एकजना गर्दै गेटबाट छिर्दैछ slowly one by one we are getting inside. ल भाइ this is the main gate. Morning मजा पनि ह्याप्पी हेर न आम छ बाबा पनि छ आज ह्याप्पी भन आइम सो ह्याप्पी भन अब ह्याप्पी आज यो हजुर भन is about to start and all parents come inside. The program will start. स्कुलको नाम हो छोरीसँगको भ्यू खिच्दिनु सुन्नु के भन्दैछ एक्साइटेड छ सुन्नु we are excited to hear what madam says, our principal madam, about the school, about the school activities, about the all curricular activities.
Good morning to Principal Madam. Please let me, it's an honor to introduce Principal Ma'am today. She has given her valuable time for us today. Thank you, ma'am, for being with us. Before we move on with certain do's and don'ts for all of us, both you and me, I would like Principal Ma'am to address you for some time, and she will guide us, she will support us at every step as she has always been doing. Ma'am is a wonderful person. For everything I look up to ma'am, so rest assured that ma'am is always by our side with both parents and us teachers and faculty members. So I would now request our Principal Ma'am to say a few words to all of you.
Good morning, dear parents. Good morning, Honorable Ma'am. Ma'am, good evening. I have not met many of you before. There are various reasons for it. School was not open before. I actually don't sit in this building. I sit in the senior school building, where I hope in another few years we shall be interacting on a daily basis, you and I. But until then, you have a most capable and wonderful headmistress in Aditi Ma'am. Your child is in the safest hands possible. You have met my team, Aditi Ma'am of course, and my teachers. They are very dedicated and very hardworking. They take such personal care of the children that I am proud that they are my teachers. Really. I am extremely happy that we have this occasion when we can meet each other. Your children are very precious to us. Aditi Ma'am has much to say, and I am here more for moral support to everybody so that the parents know who the principal of the school is, because you won't be meeting me every day. And Aditi Ma'am also knows that everyone is with her at all times. We have one aim in the school and one alone. We want our children to grow up to be good human beings. Okay? That is what I have told my entire team of teachers. Particularly in junior school, some things we need to pay attention. Habit formation is very important in junior school. By the time the children reach us in the senior building, it's too late to form habits. In all the things that we are going to do, we need the support of the parents. The parents and the teachers, we have to work together in a partnership. This is the one thing I want to say today. Just like your child is precious to you, he or she is precious to us. We have to work together, we have to be on the same page. So if we are teaching something in the school, but that is not being reinforced at home, for example, let us take the value of self-reliance. That is something very important for us. What is self-reliance? An individual functioning in society must be able to do things for himself or herself, not be dependent. Now, self-reliance will not suddenly happen one day when you are 25 years old. That's not going to happen. That's going to happen from the time you stepped in first into primary school. Right? So, of course, there are so many adults here who are trained professionals at various levels, from the principal to the headmistress, teachers, didis, everybody. We are all there to help, we guide, we make sure the child is safe and comfortable. But the child, him or herself, must learn self-reliance. These are just little things I'm trying to explain. So if you see your child being told in school, okay beta, maths class, bring out your maths book. You must understand that this is part of the training at their tiny level to be self-reliant. Okay, maths class. I must bring out my maths book. When they go home, this same value is to be reinforced. Beta, dinner is served. Come. A simple instruction. That is not the time for the child to say, no, I want to sleep now, I want to play a game now, I'm doing something else now. I hope I am getting through. If we work together, reinforce the same values, you will see your child will grow up beautifully. Other values that our school holds very dear is good manners. Very important. I am not crazy about marks, and certainly in junior school, the focus cannot be marks. Ever. A child who grows up being competitive, imagine what this person will become in society as an adult. In junior school in particular, good manners, discipline, respect. Respect for the teachers, respect for the didis, respect for the rules of the school. The same respect will transfer to family members. Respect for the parents, not talking to the parents in a rude manner. Respect for grandparents, senior citizens. Your child actually is in a very unique organization. Our school, IEM Public School, is part of the IEM group. as you may be aware. So we really hope that your child will be with us for the entire journey of their student life. From primary school to the secondary building. After that there is college, there is university. We have various streams, not only engineering and management, but we have the hospitality. We have so many things really. I mean, it would be a little strange if at this level I started telling you about our PhD programs. But I'm just telling you that I really hope that we will be so happy with each other that we will continue this journey until your child is ready to take his or her place in society. I will not take up any more of your time. I'm sure Headmistress Ma'am has a lot to say. I am extremely happy that everybody has turned up, taking time out of their busy schedule. I welcome you all to our beautiful school, and here's hoping for a wonderful journey ahead. Thank you, parents.
Thank you, ma'am. And ma'am has wonderfully portrayed and told everything. She has not left anything untouched. And such a wonderful message to all of you with her welcome address. Thank you so much. Now, getting into a little bit of a minor details to all the parents who are in the primary section, that as you can see, we are very happy with this outcome today, that all the parents, most of the parents I think, have come today for the orientation. Now, the fact that you have been able to make it today has sent a very, very positive message to us, that you are always with us in support. And we work together hand in hand in bringing up little children. These are not adults or young adults, these are very, very small children. And I can say for sure that some of them are not even able to say their names. Now when I ask them, some of you may have noticed that I usually stand close to the door during when the children are entering the school, and I ask them their name. What is your name? Poor child, either she's a little scared, or she is afraid, or she doesn't know, or somehow she does not say the name, she or he. Then I have to look at the ID card and find out the name. So parents, this is a very, very small request to all of you, that please teach the child. We are teaching every day, but this is one little request, just one little request, that the child, however old, whether it is in class 1 or lower nursery or playgroup, at least if she can say her name, like my name is Adya, or my name is Rehan, or my name is Sweetie, whatever. So at least that name is enough for me. I don't need anything else. Just the child, a small child, she should be able to say her name. That's all I'm asking. It's a request. So she should come to school, enter the school, say good morning, and just say her name. My name is Sweetie. That's all. Her class, section, everything is written. She need not say this. Because I personally have the habit of knowing each child's name. Now, before the COVID situation, I knew the names of all the children. Now, those parents who are there with us will tell you that I used to call everyone by their name. But thanks to this COVID situation, I have lost track of the names. So, I personally wish to know the names of all my children in particular. That is the first thing first. Now, in the primary section, we have a lot of activities, okay? Principal ma'am personally has said primary children must undergo a lot of extracurricular activities. So you will find in the routine we have taekwondo classes, we have roller skates from class 1 of course, Then we have games, PT, singing class, all these. Now because it is in the initial stages, so after 1 month they will gradually get into the groove of attending all these classes on a regular basis. This has been enforced in the school through the school curriculum so that children develop, have an all-round development, and we nurture them as complete human beings. Now we do not know which child may in her adult life become one of the greatest singers, one of the greatest dancers, one of the greatest footballers. We don't know. So let us all try that. Let us all try. Let us all make an effort so that our children grow up by learning to sing, dance, play and study. Now in the primary section, it is a request that the health is of utmost priority for every parent and for us as well. The health of a child. If a child is not well, she is only 3, 4, 5-year-old, please do not put the pressure on the child to come to school. Imagine, you have 101 temperature, 2 temperature, and you're having protein and you have to go to office and your boss is saying, "Abhi aa jaiye, nahi to chhod dijiye." Things like that, So this is not an office. This is a school, and she is a small girl, a 3-year-old. We must have patience. We must think about the child's health, and we must ensure that she takes rest at home. It's no point sending a child who is not healthy on that day to school and force her to undergo all the classes, all the activities in the school. We have to make an effort to call you and ask you, please take back your child because she is lying on the bed the whole day, she's unwell, her stomach is paining. So we have to go through this, and the child will also have to bear this pain. So if at any point you find that your child is not well, don't send her to school. Nothing will happen. It's just a day or 2. Let her be fit and fine so that she can come to school hale and hearty. Another thing is that, which I have found as I go around the classes, that children have not brought all their copies and books to school. Now in the pre-primary section, those who are new to the school will know that we keep the copies in the school. The name tag must be properly written for every child. The name tag will be written, and the subject will be written by the teacher on the copy, because the child is too small to write number work on a box, a copy, okay? A 4-line copy, she's too small, she will make a mistake in writing English. So she doesn't know, maybe she's learning to write ABC, she doesn't know anything. So it's the class teacher who has the responsibility of writing the subject. Only request is that you send all the copies to school. Now, when you send all the copies, before summer vacation, class teacher will return all the copies to you. In between also, she will keep returning copies to you. If there are any unused copies throughout the year, at the end of the year, those unused copies will also be returned to you. So make sure you send the copies, send the books, and make sure they are labeled. Now, as I find that none of the students till date are coming late to school. Nobody is coming late to school. Everybody is very, very punctual. Everybody is coming on time. But in case you have, you are late due to some emergency situation, please call the school office because the door will be closed. Now I would suggest, if you are too late, 15 minutes have gone, please don't take the pain of coming to school. But if it is just 5 minutes late, 10 minutes late, you have been caught up in a traffic snarl, call the school office immediately that this is a situation, I'm almost there in the school, but there is a traffic jam outside. So we will consider that. But beyond that, nobody is doing that. But I am just saying it, that nobody should make it a habit to come to school late. Okay? I know, please don't take it otherwise. Everybody is punctual, and I am very, very happy with that nobody is coming late to school. So when we have to instill discipline, this is the first step, punctuality. And it is not just here, it is everywhere we have to be punctual. It is for the sake of the child that we teach them punctuality. Secondly, some of you may have encountered, sometimes, a conversation with me. You have had slight conversation regarding escort card. Sometimes I find parents have forgotten their escort card. Now, that is a serious concern for me, because as I say, I do not know the names of all the children. I do not know the parents personally. So it will take some time before I know who is Sweetie and who is Sweetie's mother, or who is Aryan, who is Aryan's mother, who is Adya and who is Adya's mother. So this will take some time for me. So I shall not know who is the parent, and I cannot allow any teacher to hand over a child to any person other than the parent. So when the parent says, I have forgotten the escort card, what I do, I say is, please give your photo ID card, whether it is Aadhaar or PAN. We will Xerox it and you will write over there, I have forgotten my escort card, my child's escort card. It will never happen again. Kindly allow the child to go home with me. That is an undertaking you have to give along with your ID card. Maybe you at that point of time will be a little angry on me for that. I know that. I can see it from your expression. But that is my way of functioning, because we cannot allow any child to be handed over to anybody whom we don't know. Okay? This is not, a sack of potato that I just keep it over there and leave it or send it by a truck. No. This is not just, a water bottle or a bag or something. It's my child. As long as the child is in the school, she is my child. She is our child. She is the teacher's child. So as long as she is there, she is wholly, our concern, and she is secure in the school. So I cannot hand over a child to anybody. Sometimes I have parents coming and telling me, or sometimes an elder brother comes and tells me, I'm the eldest brother at home and mommy has asked me that on my way from college, I should take her home. I said, no dear, I will not give it to you. Either your parent will have to come, or anybody whose photograph is on the escort card will have to come. So these 2 or 3 things we are very particular about, and I am sure at every stage, every day, we will have your support on this. Now, as far as, I'll just go through another point which I categorically thought that I should say to all of you. I go from class to class, from morning till noon. Now, yesterday I was in a class, I wish to mention, that is upper nursery class. Now in upper nursery class, children, they are supposing 4 plus, they are bringing in tiffin. That's the break time. Now this break time is around 10:20 to 10:50. This is neither a breakfast time nor a lunch time. Now breakfast is usually taken around 8 o'clock. Now I assume the children has to come by bus with a glass of milk and 2 biscuits, or a toast or milk or whatever, and then come to school. By the time she is home, it is lunch time. So you have to sit with him for his lunch. In between the time, which is 10:20 I find in most of the classes, parents are giving heavy tiffin. By heavy, I mean paratha, I mean sabzi, I mean puri, I mean noodles, I mean rice. This is not the kind of tiffin I would suggest. Please do not give this kind of tiffin to your child. What is happening is, maybe the child is having the tiffin half or 3/4, whatever. After some time, the child is vomiting. Either it is too oily, or either there is too much of masala, or either, he doesn't feel like eating just because I'm saying, please have your tiffin, please have your tiffin. Mummy will worry at home why you didn't have your tiffin. So the child will say, okay, let me have it, even if I can't finish. And then the next moment he's going to the washroom and vomiting. So I would suggest, for your convenience, for the child's good health, this is a snack time. Give a sandwich, or say a French toast, or a few pieces of, any fruit he or she likes, a little bit of dry fruits, a few biscuits, and a bottle of water. No need to give heavy tiffin. They are unable to eat. And if there are 30 children in a class, 35 children in a class, practically speaking, it is not possible for the teacher or the didi to feed all the children. Imagine you are sitting, you're a teacher. Imagine yourself, you're a teacher or a didi or an attendant, whatever. You're sitting in the class and there are 30 children running around with their tiffin box to you and saying, okay, khila dijiye. Little children in lower nursery, upper nursery, they cannot speak fluently in English. Mummy ne bola hai, khila dijiye, khila dijiye. How will they have? How will they have? You tell me. 5 puris and aloo bhaji. How is a small child, 4.5-year-old, supposed to have this? This is my request. That do not send your child with a tiffin which he cannot have. Give him or her biscuits, give a small sandwich, a French toast or jam bread, or a few pieces of the fruit he or she likes, and some dry fruits. That's enough. That's more than enough. Because remember, your child is not just eating. He's also running around the class. He's doing a lot of activities. So if he's eating so much, he will not be able to do his activities. Okay, so you have to be very careful. Another thing, parents, we have just started with our school. Now, sometimes these little children, they come to me fondly or to the teacher fondly. मम्मी और पापा ने बहुत झगड़ा किया. मम्मी ये बोला, पापा ये. So this is the kind of thing, maybe she's alone in the house. She cannot tell the parent. মা এটা বলছিল, বাবা এটা বলছিল. মা তারপরে আরো চেঁচালো. বাবা তো চুপ করে রইলো, বাবা আরো চেঁচালো. Things like that, they come and say to the school. So I would suggest, in whatever way I behave, teachers behave, or you behave, it is all observed by the child. It is all observed by the child. Even if a teacher is saying something in a raised voice, she is handling 40 children or 35 children all together, she must have raised her voice, so the child got scared. Similarly at home, if somebody raises a voice, it's a conversation between the parents, and the child, is scared and comes and tells the teacher, "Mere ko dar lag raha." So I will, request all of you that do not quarrel in front of the child. Child will pick it up. We learn that. And without your knowledge, when she or he is 16, 17, 18, you will find she is speaking in that tone. And then you will worry, अरे ये कहाँ से ऐसा सीखा? हमने तो कभी ऐसा नहीं सिखाया इनको. আমি তো কোনোদিন এরকম ভাবে কথা বলিনি. তুই কেন আমার সাথে এরকম ভাবে কথা বলছিস? You completely forgot at one point of time he was observing your behavior at home. You have completely forgotten. I have completely forgotten. No. We have to be aware always that how we speak. Coming to speaking, when children listen well, they speak well. These are thumb rules. These are the mantra of life. They are thumb rules. All of us will have to remember. If you listen well, you speak well. If you read well, you write well. Now coming to listening. Now all these days children were at home. You had a very difficult time, I understand. Feeding the child, doing the work, listening to that online classes. Everything was full of pressure. Then you had your meetings, constant work from home. All of us had a harrowing time. Now we must realize that whatever we have done, let it go as past. Now is the time to act. Children are coming to school. Let them listen to good things. Let them not watch those garbage cartoons, okay? From cartoons, your child will learn nothing. Believe me, I have been in this teaching profession. Your child will learn nothing. It is all garbage English they will listen to and garbage they will see. If you have to really show something over the television to your child, show them something on Discovery Channel, show them something on National Geographic, something where they learn to see the wild animals, the birds, or anything you do that must have some value. There must be what is called value addition, ADDITION. Value addition, खूब important. Everything you do at home for the child must have some value. So make sure, and I would request all the parents, now here in school from class 1, we are giving storybooks to the children. They can keep the storybooks, say for a month, 2 weeks or 5 days, whatever time they need to read the books. But we are giving them the books to copy, the books to read, after which they will return the books and they will just in class 1 write book review. Just 1 or 2 lines that this was a good book or this is an interesting book. Just 1 line. And as they grow up, as they go to higher classes, they will write book reviews. Okay? Large book reviews. Now, in the pre-primary section, we do not give books to take back home. So it is my request that you either borrow from any library. Salt Lake has a number of libraries. I don't know about other places. But if you find if there are any local libraries, enroll your child in a library and or go to College Street or any place, bookshop, get a book for your child with lots of pictures. And make sure before you go to sleep, you speak to the child. If there are no words, if there is 1 or 2 sentences in the book, speak to the child about the pictures. Let him express, okay, this is a bright sunflower. Let him get into that. Expressing in English, expressing every day at night before he goes to sleep. If you get that habit of reading a book every day, at least 1 page, you will never feel that you don't have a friend at any stage in your life. A book is the best friend. A handheld book is the best friend you can have. And a book will never desert you. A book will never betray you. It will always be by your side. Now nowadays, even I have 1 child, so I know how single children, they feel a little lonely without their brothers and sisters. That is a different matter altogether. But If you keep a book for the child handy, now remember, if you leave the book over there, child will never pick up the book. Never. In fact, she will throw it away. You don't know what she will do with the book. You pick up the book and read it to her every night, one page. Speak to her about the book. Even the cover page of the book has a lot to say. So come into conversation with the child every day. So what happens is, with speaking, with listening, her speaking also develops. With reading, her writing develops by way of vocabulary, by way of sentence construction, all these. No, however grammar you do, however literature you do, school textbook, but storybooks will give you an immense knowledge. Okay? Not even Google can provide you that kind of knowledge which a storybook will help you to do. So I would request all the parents that please really get serious about getting hold of a book for your child. Okay? And that was it. Tiffin was covered, ID and book. Ma'am, is there anything I need to mention? No? I am very, very, very happy that all of you are here today. This shows that, we have your continuous support. That is very important for us. Now, another thing I understand, all these days, we were busy, with our mobile phone and laptop, using online classes and teachers messaging you on WhatsApp. But it is time that we stop doing this, okay? Because we have a school diary now from Monday onwards. Every day you will get the school diary, and whatever message you have to send it to the class teacher. Write on the diary, right inside the diary, the immediate page where she has written. Write it over there that, ma'am, this Friday between 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. I would like to meet you. So Friday between 1 to 3 p.m. we have designated a time. If you have anything to say, please write your concern, that this is the concern, I would like to meet you. You can also put in a line for me, Principal Ma'am, to the front office, Rima Ma'am. So all of us will be on the same page that you're coming to school on Friday to meet the class teacher on any particular issue. Okay? Because I have categorically told all the class teachers, nobody will communicate on WhatsApp. We have the school diary. All communication must be made over the school diary. Everything from the parent to the teacher to me, it's a one-point communication. That is the school diary. You can also drop in a mail for Principal Ma'am, me and Rima Ma'am. Now if a child is by any chance not feeling well for 2 consecutive days, on the 3rd day when she's coming to school, please mention it in the school diary that my child was absent for these 2 days owing to stomachache or she was ill, whatever. Put in your signature and send it to the class teacher. If there are 3 or more consecutive days, please make sure there is a medical certificate attached to the diary where the doctor has written that she is fit to join school. Because these are very, very difficult times for both you and us. We don't know if the child is suffering from any serious illness. So you also make sure the child is fine, and we also know. So after 3-4 days, get her medically examined and a fitness certificate provided. Okay? These are the very simple things I just wanted to convey to all of you, because saying this personally or one-to-one will take the whole year round. So as Principal Ma'am said, we are very happy to have all of you with us. We will have the children grow with us as they go over to the secondary section and then finally to college, university and so on. Now, if there is anything, any particular parent wants to share with me today, you are most welcome to share it, because we are all here. Yes. Would you like to speak after the meeting or now? Now, okay. Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you, parents. Looking forward to a great journey together. Thank you.
First भयो ल जाउँ बाई राम्रो सक्यो ओरिएन्टेसन प्रोग्राम सक्यो बाई बाई भन बाई बाई भन बाई बाई program is finished now we are going home back to home I Supransh bye bye